Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm here to do some basics of crochet or answer any questions anybody has in regards to writing patterns or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer. I did a basic chain with a single crochet and then 2 half double crochets and a double crochet followed by a 3-stitch increase, because that was a question somebody had as far as what was 3ST increase. A lot of people are not familiar with that stitch particularly, which it's pretty standard. It's instead of an increase of 2 stitches in one loop, it's 3 stitches in one loop. And so that's what I had done here. And that's just a basic standard chain. Please let me know if there's any questions that you have. I'd be happy to go through things with you. Then I started with a magic circle with 6 increases, and then I did 12 and then another 6 with a single crochet and then an increase here. It's going to show you how to do it like a basic circle and then how to create a shape from that. Let me know if you have any questions regarding pattern writing or how to get a specific shape. If you're working on a pattern and you're stuck somewhere, let me know. Sorry, my camera placement is off because I'm using my tablet. I'm using an oversized hook, so hopefully you guys are able to see where the stitches are a little bit more clearly. And yarn that I thought was pretty, and I'm not a fan of at all because the colors are very distracting. I don't know what I could make with these ugly colors. I'm going to make a round circle and then show you guys how to make chubby cheeks. And this is like a more of a standard practice of crochet, starting from the top of the head down to the bottom of the head. It's a little less complex because you can't get all the different shapes that you're wanting, and definitely can't create a proper nose when working from top to bottom, because you can't get like at that peak. So it's more of a rounded shape no matter what you're looking at. That's when you go from the crocheting here, and then this would be the nose. That is where you can get into patterns where there's no sew, so you can create the nose without having to sew on the nose. But patterns like this, you would definitely have to sew on a nose, or you're going to get kind of a weird shape unless you're going for just a standard circular shape. You can add cheeks to a shape of this size, you can add cheeks to this standard shape. So right now we have a circle. So if we're going to place the eyes, let's say here or here, wherever you want, in order to do cheeks, we're going to increase around the sides. Yes.
When we're going to have her doctor appointment for teeth.
For you or for the dogs?
No, for me.
Not for a long time.
When it's Christmas?
No. 2 months.
What are you going to do to my teeth?
We're at 12 here.
Huh?
It's bedtime. Good night. Love you. So now we've done 12 stitches. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 stitches left. So in order to create that peak, what I would like to do, if you're wanting a really strong peak, we can go and create 8 increases in a row. If you're wanting to create, like you can create a little bit of a nose, or if you're wanting to have a bridge, you would do a back loop only. But from here, I'm just going to do an increase followed by a single crochet because I don't want such a big peak. I always suggest writing out your patterns first, like drawing them out so you can kind of envision the shape that you're going for. Now it depends also how big you're wanting the increase. Keep in mind I'm using a 10mm hook, so anything I do is going to be dramatized. But if you're wanting to do something a little subtle, you can start off with single crochet 3, increase 1, and that will stop it from being as big of a difference, more of a gradual thing. Ooh, that was my last one there. And so you can't see it yet, but you will be able to notice a difference when you're looking at it this way. And then we'll continue going around, and you can continue adding increases to make the cheeks bigger. For this example, we're going to keep it small. You can also do something with single crochets in the middle of the cheeks. That's personally what I do with my Care Bear, because I wanted to have that like indented nose look with a traditional Care Bear, where if you're putting a nose or a muzzle on top of your project, really won't matter whether you're not filling in the cheeks in the middle or not. This is traditional. If you were doing like a doll, you're wanting a little bit more of a face shape. Let me know if you have any questions so far, or if there's something specific you had a question on. So now you'll be able to see the increase here, especially from the side. So that's a basic shape that'll give you more of an indent here. So this is great for like dinosaurs. You can dramatize that increase, like I said, if you're doing like a mini dinosaur, because again, this is a huge hook. And that'll give you that dramatized mouth here. See what's popping out, kind of like a hat. So if you are wanting to do more dramatic nose, more increases, less dramatic, if it's a bigger project, obviously you can do less increases, I'm just going to do one more row of single crochet, and then at least that way I'll start doing the decreases. I'll stuff it a little bit even though there's going to be holes because the hook is so big. I usually don't like going over 6 millimeter hook if I'm stuffing it, because you will find holes even with Bernat blanket. Not the fastest crocheter. A lot of people have issues looking at the pattern and then seeing it, because you are technically crocheting it upside down. That's why when I'm making a specific shape, I always flip it right side up. And then when you are getting into the decreases, you want to keep in mind where you did your increases and decrease that row first and then decrease the rest of it. So I'm having 2 rows of single crochet on top of the increases. And again, I did 8, which means I'm going to do a single crochet decrease, and we're going to work that in 4 times. And so I'm going to do the single crochet until I get to 8. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so we're going to have a single crochet decrease, single crochet, or we're going to do a decrease first, sorry, decrease and a single crochet, that's 1, decrease, single crochet, that's 2, decrease, that's 3, and my count was off. But you get the gist, especially if I stuff it here. You'll see that now my circle should be symmetrical again, and I'll have the increases here, and that this is like a perfect teddy bear shape. I'll grab some stuffing to show you guys. I'm going to overstuff it here. So you can see that shape from the side. How it comes out. Where this is completely round. And that would be the beginning of like a teddy bear or a dinosaur, where you have that increased mouth. And then you start doing your single crochet 2, decrease 2, because that's the last stitch that we left off on. And then you can continue from there, and then you do about 3 rows. You'd fasten off your head and you have a dinosaur shape or a teddy bear shape, and then you would sew on your ears from there. Hope that cleared a couple things up. Let me know if you have any questions or send me a DM. I'm happy to help. Bye for now.